Hello friends, welcome back to Module C, that is Banking Technology, of our ongoing mock test series of Principles and Practices of Banking paper. Now friends, this module is very easy, so try to fetch as many marks as possible here. As always, I have brought many conceptual questions in this mock test, so please pay attention till last of this video. But before we start, don't forget to get your JAIIB Masters pack from the links given in description of this video. Now this is a pack of 4 power pack books. All these are 1000 series question banks of IE/IFS paper, principles paper, accounting paper and retail banking and wealth management paper. Now all these books contain super special 1000 plus questions which are very important for your examination. All the books contains real exam level questions and that too with updated difficulty level. These are chapter wise question banks, so it's easier for you to finish this in step by step manner. Not only this, these question banks comes with lots of case studies and numericals and that too with detailed solutions. The best part of this is that you get my full support with respect to any problem or any issue you may face in these question banks. All the links are there in description of this video, so don't miss out on these amazing books. So let's start with today's mock test. And the first question is from chapter 42, that is Essentials of Banking Computerization. And the question goes like this. A large financial institution wants to set up a secure communication channel between its various branches located in different cities. Each branch handles sensitive client data and requires a high level of network security to prevent data leakage and unauthorized access. The network should allow seamless data transfer between branches without exposing data packets to outside networks. Which of the following networking devices should be used to connect the branches securely, ensuring that each branch can communicate privately over a public network such as internet? And the answer choices given are these. That is, first one is switches at each branch to connect local devices and a firewall at each location. Then second option B is bridges to connect local networks and repeaters to amplify signals. Then third option C is routers with VPN, that is virtual private networks, configuration to encrypt data. And last option D is modems and multiplexers to streamline data signals and connect multiple branches. Now friends, in financial institutions, data security and privacy are very crucial. Using routers with a VPN setup will allow branches to securely connect over the public internet by encrypting the data packets. This setup creates a private, encrypted tunnel through which the data travels, thus preventing unauthorized access. Friends, switches and firewall provide local network security but do not encrypt inter-branch communication. Also, bridges and repeater are for signal extension and do not offer encryption or inter-branch connectivity. Then after this, modem and multiplexers only handle signal transmission and are not designed for secure encrypted communication over a public network. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option C. The next question is from chapter 42, that is Essentials of Bank Computerization. And the question is, which of the following statements best describes a data mart? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is it is a large repository that stores raw data from various sources without predefined structure. Then second option B is it is a smaller, focused version of a data warehouse dedicated to a single line of business. Then third option C is it is a collection of OLTP systems that handle real-time transactions. And last option D is it is a real-time data store that allows for immediate analytics and machine learning use cases. Now friends, please note a data mart is a subset of a data warehouse that focuses on a specific subject or line of business such as sales, finance and marketing. Data marts are typically used for specific departmental needs and often draw from fewer resources compared to a full-fledged data warehouse. Not only this, they provide an easy and cost-effective way for businesses to manage and analyze data for particular purposes. So I hope by now you can easily answer the correct option, that is option B. Then next question is from chapter 42, that is Essentials of Bank Computerization. And the question goes like this. A bank's treasury department wants to analyze the impact of market conditions on its portfolio of services over a 7-year period. The department plans to compare daily price movements of different security classes such as government bonds, corporate debt, and equities against market benchmarks. The data warehouse already stores historical transaction data and daily market prices, which were integrated from multiple trading platforms. Considering the bank's need for both granular and aggregated analysis, which features of a data warehouse make it most suitable for this purpose? And these answer choices are given to you. That is, first option is real-time data ingestion and transformation to support immediate analysis. Then second option B is consolidated storage of raw and unstructured data for machine learning models. Then third option C is ability to store time variant data points for structured historical analysis and trend reporting. And last option D is frequent data updates and deletion to maintain only current and relevant records. Now friends, one of the main strengths of a data warehouse is its time variant nature, which allows it to store data over longer periods, for example 7 years for trend analysis and historical reporting. Now, this feature is essential for treasury operations that require analyzing how different securities perform over time. The time variant characteristic in fact enable bank to track changes in a security prices, compute historical returns, and also compare them against benchmarks. Thus, the correct option for the given question is option C here. Now, before moving ahead, don't forget to subscribe this channel since this is the only channel that provides quality content. Also join my Facebook group where I post lots of one-pagers, mock questions and other useful stuff which is very important for your examination. You can also join my Telegram channel and connect me on my LinkedIn profile as well. All the links are there in description of this video, so do join after you finish this video. The next question is from chapter 44, that is alternate delivery channels. And the question is, an independent service provider wants to establish a network of ATMs under the brown label model to cater to a few regional banks. The plan involves leasing ATM hardware and offering maintenance services to the banks, while the banks will handle cash management and branding. However, the provider is also considering whether to take on additional roles such as managing connectivity to the bank network and acting as the acquirer for ATM transactions. The service provider seeks to understand the distinction between brown label and white label ATMs to make an informed decision. Based on these considerations, which of the following statements correctly captures the differences between the brown label ATMs and white label ATMs? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is, in the brown label model, the service provider is the acquirer for all transactions, whereas in the white label model, the bank handles cash replenishment and transaction processing. Then second option B is, brown label ATMs display the branding of the bank they are leased to, while white label ATMs do not display any specific branding and are owned and operated by non-bank entities. Then third option C is, both brown label and white label ATMs are subject to the same regulations on deposit acceptance and must adhere to 5 free transactions rule. And last option D is, in brown label model, the service provider is responsible for both hardware ownership and cash management, while in the white label model, the operator must outsource cash management to the nearest bank. Now friends, as you can see, the question statement is very lengthy, but the question simply asks about the differences between a white label ATM and a brown label ATM. That's it. So please note, in the brown label ATM model, the ATM hardware is owned by the third-party service provider, but the machine prominently displays the branding of the sponsor bank that manages cash replenishment and connects to ATM to its network. On the other hand, white label ATMs are owned and operated entirely by non-bank entities and do not display any specific logo or branding. So the correct option for the given question is option B here. Friends, I hope the explanation is clear to you. The next question is from chapter 45, that is data communication network and EFT systems. And the question is, a bank is planning to upgrade its data communication network to improve efficiency in real-time financial data transfers between its branches across multiple cities. Given the high volume of data financial transactions, security concerns and the need to minimum latency, which of the following transmission medium would be most suitable for this implementation considering cost and security? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is twisted pair cable, as it is cost effective and sufficient for short distance communication. Then second option B is microwave systems, due to their ability to cover long distances without needing a physical medium. Then third option C is communication satellites, as they provide geographical coverage with minimal setup cost. And last option D is optical fiber cable, as it offers high bandwidth, minimal electromagnetic interference and secure data transfer. Now friends, please note, for a high value data network that needs to maintain low latency, high security and minimal interference, optical fiber cable is the best choice. It offers extremely high data transfer rates, that is up to 2 gigabytes per second. Not only this, it also provides secure transmission unaffected by electromagnetic interference and reliable connectivity. On the other hand, twisted pair cables are low cost but limited to shorter distances and slower speeds, while microwave systems and satellites are more suited for long distance communication, but this may suffer from delays and security vulnerabilities. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option D. Now friends, if you are enjoying the content and found it useful till now, then don't miss to like this video, since this tells me that you are loving the content and it also motivates me to make more such awesome content. I would love to connect with you all on the LinkedIn profile as well. You can connect with me from the link provided in description of this video. Next, let's move forward with our mock test. Then next question is from chapter 46, that is digital payment systems. And the question goes like this. Which of the following best describes the correct flow for a UPI collect request? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is the payee initiates the request, the payer accepts and then enters UPI pin to complete the transaction. Then second option B is the payer initiates the request, enters UPI pin and then payee accepts. Then third option C is the payer initiates the request and the transaction completes without UPI pin. And last option D is the payee enters the UPI pin first, then the payer accepts the request. Now friends, the collect request in UPI is initiated by the payee, that is the person who is requesting the payment, by entering the payer's virtual ID and the desired amount. After this, the payer receives a notification to either approve or decline the request. If the payer accepts, then they simply enter the UPI pin to authorize the transaction. Please note, this flow ensures two-factor authentication for both the parties and provide incremental security. So I hope by now you got the correct answer, that is option A. The next question is from chapter 46, that is digital payment systems. And the question is, an asset management firm is planning to integrate UPI 2.0 to facilitate seamless investment payments by the clients. They wish to enable clients to authorize transactions with greater security by embedding digital signatures in the transaction process. Which feature of UPI 2.0 would ensure that clients receive an additional layer of protection against fraudulent transactions during the payment process? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is the introduction of invoice verification functionality, where clients can view invoices before authorizing a payment. Then second option B is signed intent and QR, which ensures that the QR codes used in transactions are digitally signed to avoid tampering and fraud. Then third option C is UPI pin generation feature, which strengthens the overall security of transaction with a multi-factor authentication process. And last option D is one-time mandate, which blocks funds in the client account, allowing for future execution of the transaction. Now friends, please note, to ensure an additional layer of security in the transaction process, UPI 2.0 have introduced the signed intent and QR feature. This feature ensures that QR codes used in the transaction are digitally signed, providing protection against tampering and ensuring the transaction is secure. Now this is particularly important for large or sensitive transactions where security is a primary concern. This signed QR code in fact provides an extra layer of security compared to traditional methods. So as far as this question goes, the correct option is option B. Then next question is from chapter 47, that is impact of technology adoption and trends in banking technology. And the question is in fact, match the following emerging technologies in banking with their primary use case. Now this first column shows the technology and second column shows the use case. So just pause the video and try to answer yourself. Now friends, the correct option for the given question is option A. So please note, blockchain is commonly used for secure document management, trade finance and transparency in banking transactions. The next, chatbots often employ voice recognition for real-time customer service interactions. Next, artificial intelligence is used for predictive analysis, fraud detection and offering personalized services. And lastly, robotic process automation, that is RPA, automates repetitive tasks like routine emails and IT management. Thus, the correct option for the given question is option A. Then next question is from chapter 47, that is impact of technology adoption and trends in banking technology. And the question goes like this. A multinational bank is exploring technologies to streamline its foreign exchange trading operations by utilizing a network where cross-border transactions can be settled in real time and every trade is automatically validated without the need for intermediaries. The solution should also be resistant to cyber attacks and ensure all records of the transaction are available in an auditable and transparent manner to the regulators. Considering these criteria, which of the following technologies is most suitable for implementation here? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is blockchain technology for its ability to provide a decentralized tamper-proof record for each transaction. Then second option B is artificial intelligence for its ability to predict exchange rate movements and provide trading recommendations. Then third option C is robotic process automation for automating the settlement process. And last option D is 5G network for ensuring high speed and low latency communication during trading. Now friends, the correct option for the given question is option A. So please note, blockchain technology is ideal for cross-border trading operations because of its capability to create a decentralized, transparent and immutable record of transactions. Blockchain networks facilitate real-time settlement without intermediaries, reduce counterparty risk and enhance data security, making them highly resistant to cyber attacks. Not only this, each transaction can be tracked and audited by regulators, which in fact ensures compliance. Now, other options like AI, that is option B, and RPA, that is option C, are not suitable for maintaining a secure, tamper-proof transaction ledger. Then 5G, which is our option D, enhances communication speed, but it doesn't provide the necessary security or auditability feature for foreign exchange transactions. So friends, I hope the explanation is clear to you. Next, finally, we have reached the last question of our mock test, and the question is from chapter 48, that is security considerations and mitigation measures in banks. And the question goes like this. A regional bank experiences a series of fraudulent transactions where large sums of money are transferred between customer accounts without proper authorization. During the internal investigation, it was discovered that the fraudulent transactions were initiated using valid login credentials of senior employees who claimed they never shared their credentials. Further scrutiny revealed that the hackers have gained administrative privileges in the bank's network after spending several months silently monitoring employees' communication patterns. Which stage of a cyber attack does this scenario represent, and what could be a preventive measure for mitigating such risk in banking industry? And these options are given to you. That is, first option is evidence tampering, and the measure is implementing end-to-end encryption to transaction logs. Then second option B is sending fraudulent messages, and the measure is isolating internal servers and restricting employees' access. Then third option C is credential harvesting, and the measure is introducing a real-time fraud detection system based on transaction patterns. And last option D is reconnaissance and compromise, and the measure is implementing multi-factor authentication and conducting regular employee awareness training. Now friends, please note the described scenario highlights the reconnaissance and compromise stage of a cyber attack. And in this stage, attackers conduct extensive research and monitoring to understand the internal structure, communication pattern, and security weaknesses of an organization. Now, in our case, gaining administrator level access indicates that the attacker successfully escalated privileges, making it easier to use legitimate credentials without raising alarms. Lastly, preventive measures such as multi-factor authentication make it more difficult for attackers to exploit stolen credentials. Additionally, regular awareness training can help employees identify and report suspicious activities early, thereby minimizing the risk of credential compromise. So, as far as this question goes, the correct option is option D. So friends, with this I wind up this video. I hope you found the content beneficial. Also, don't miss out to get your JAIIB Masters pack from the links given in description of this video. The combo packs comes at a discount as well. And you can even get individual books as well as online versions. Thank you, and I will meet you again in last part of this mock test series.